Good morning, everyone. This is State Climatologist Gary McManus with your Mesonet Weather Report. Welcome to the summer doldrums here in Oklahoma. I think we really needed that after all the rain we've had since April. We definitely needed it for wheat harvest, so let's just welcome it. We're a little bit more humid than normal, but we'll take it. Let's get right to that new drought monitor map. We're in good shape here in Oklahoma, but what do we look like across the United States? Well, we're seeing that drought, again, here in Oklahoma looking good, but up north we're seeing that drought shrink a little bit as we get into the northern Kansas and Nebraska areas, into South Dakota. Now out west we're seeing it increase a little bit, so we will keep an eye on those eastern drought areas in the desert southwest to see if they start creeping eastward towards Oklahoma. We do know it can dry out pretty quickly this time of year. We're up to about a week of this dry spell, so not too bad. I think we did need that again for wheat harvest, but looking good so far. We needed to dry out, so we've had a good week, even though we're expecting a little bit of rain. The heat will take care of any rain that falls pretty quickly, and also any that fell previously, so we do need periodic rainfalls to keep those soil moistures up. Now, speaking of those soils, let's take the USDA's topsoil moisture. This is the percent adequate for the week ending June 22nd. Oklahoma, 74% considered adequate soil moisture. That's up from a point from last week, so looking good there. And then as we go down into the subsoil, same thing, up to 76% considered adequate, and that's up from 7% of the week previous. So some of those rains that have fallen are starting to percolate down into the soil, which is good news. Now, owing to that dry spell, we do see the days suitable for field work from the USDA over the last week. 5.4 days, that's up a half a day from the previous week. So again, a little bit more dry weather giving us a little bit more suitable days for that field work. Now let's take a look at some outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center. Let's start with the 6 to 10 day outlooks. These are for July 1st through 5th, so the first week of July. We see for much of the state expecting near normal conditions, which for July we'll take it. Now down in southeast Oklahoma, increased odds of above normal temperatures, and for the panhandle we see increased odds of below normal temperatures as they get caught up in that monsoonal flow, and you can see that on the precipitation outlook. All areas of the state expected to see at least increased odds of above normal precipitation. I think that would also be welcome for the first week of July, as it would keep us a little bit more mild, as long as we're not disrupting that winter wheat harvest as we see continuing to go on across the state. So we are watching for any sort of rapid drought development, any of that flash drought. Doesn't look like anything's on the horizon, but we'll always be vigilant in that area, considering what we've seen again over the last 2 or 3 summers. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.